Today we are going to talk about while loop and do while loop. What are they and what's the difference between them? They might sound similar, but they are a bit different. So we are going to start with the while loop. First of all, let me just clarify you that what exactly loop is. So loop in programming is used to repeat a certain thing. So for example, if we were to say see out, my name is Andrew, we can say it only once see out, and let's suppose if we want to type it 100 times, or if we want to type it for 1,000 times, are we going to just write 1,000 lines of code, just see out I'm Andrew, see out I'm Andrew, see out I'm Andrew? So sometimes in programming you do have a task that you need to repeat, and you can't just write a long code over and over again. So what you do is you use while loop. Let's just start doing that. So we are going to start by making integer. First of all, integer, we'll just call it num equal to 0, and then we are going to write down see out. Let's suppose see out my name is Andrew. So as you can see, we've got this specific piece of code which was see out my name is Andrew. So we've got the output once. Now let me just clarify you that I'm giving you this example, see out my name is Andrew. We are not going to do something like that in properly professional programs. However, let's suppose if we want to send a message to 1,000 people, if we want to forward our message to or if we want to send an automated email to 1,000 people, we are not going to do it manually, sending the email to each of those 1,000 people. So what we are going to do is we are going to use while loop. Let's start that. So right now this is the syntax of while loop. So it's simple. Now we are going to say if num is, as long as the num is greater than 5, let's suppose we want our name, this piece of code to repeat. So right now we have num 0. So what are we going to do? Are we going to increase this number? Obviously yes. How are we going to do that? We are going to go down here inside the while loop. We are going to say num equal to num plus 1. What does it mean? It basically means that every time this while loop is going to go, it just adds 1 to it, so it will only repeat 5 times. Let's just start that. We've done the mistake. So what we've said is as long as while num is greater than 5, we want to do it less than 5. So as you can see, we've got here 5 times my name is Andrew, my name is Andrew, my name is Andrew, and we've just written a few lines of code. We didn't have to write all that long. We can do it for probably 10 if we want to, and as you can see, we've got that number 10. We can do it for 100 and we'll get the results. As you can see, we've got 100. Moral of the story is that you don't need to write code over and over again. You can simply write this while loop and you can execute your code. I hope that you understood this. If you didn't, let me know in the comment. I'll be able to make another video to explain you if you want me to. Now we are going to talk about our do while loop. So do while loop is pretty much what it sounds like. It's quite similar to the while loop, but it's a bit different. We'll perform exactly the same operation in do while loop. So we'll get rid of this, and this is the syntax of do while loop. So what do while loop means is do and then while. So we want a certain condition. So we will initially do the code, we'll perform the code, and then we'll see whether it's true or not, or whether we want it to repeat or not. What we are going to do is we are going to make a program that takes the input, simple program. So we've got already int num. We are going to start by saying cout number. So now what we are going to do is we are going to say num equal to 1. So what is this going to do? Basically what it's going to do is, we right now, what the program that we have is going to do this code, which basically means it's going to execute this code, this one initially, and then it's going to check whether num is equal to 1 or not. If num is equal to 1, the input that we are giving it here, it's going to repeat it again, and it's going to repeat over and over again. So we'll type 1, and as you can see, asks for another input. We can type another one, and it asks for another input. Now we can type some random number, and the program just ended. So what you can do is, they both might sound similar, but they are a bit different with the way they work. And do while loop can be used in doing, let's say you're making a pizza shop program or any other program that the video will be coming in the future regarding the program. This was a very basic explanation for you to understand, and if you want to learn this in detail, then there will be a pizza program in C++ that will be coming, a video will be coming very soon. Hope that you understood the while loop and do while loop and the difference between them. It was a very basic video. It was just to explain you how do they both work, and then later how are they going to be used, and that'll be like a live program, which a live project that I'm going to do, so you can just join that if you want to.